Have you ever been in conversation with your team and worried that they were being more reactive and not proactive enough? If so, today's learning snack is for you. I'm Joe Ilfeld, CEO and founder of Insight to Leadership. And recently I was talking with one of my clients, and she was telling me that there were a lot of deliverables due at the end of Q4 for her teams. And she was worried they weren't as on top of it as they thought they were, and that there might be unforeseen circumstances that would happen. So I recommended to her one of my favorite things ever, which is called a pre-mortem. Unlike a post-mortem, which is done afterwards, looking backward and saying, hey, what went wrong? What did we do? How could we have done this better? And what can we learn from it? A pre-mortem actually happens before the end of the projects. So what I talked about with this client was how she could gather her team together and say, okay, it's January 1st, 2022, and the projects were a complete failure. They didn't get delivered on time, and there were a lot of issues. What happened? And what you're doing is you're asking your team to imagine what could have gone wrong. In essence, to read the signs of what they're noticing now might be missing from some of their interactions with colleagues or some of the deliverables that they should be seeing at a different point right now, and then project out how that could lead to disaster in early 2022. Most important thing when doing a pre-mortem, though, is also to make sure that people are writing first alone individually so that you don't get groupthink early on and have everyone sort of rally around, yes, this is our biggest concern. You want to really get all the concerns on the table, and every member of your team has different information and likely different deliverables that they're working on. Once you have all these potential issues on the table, then you can start to think about what are the biggest concerns, what are the most likely risks that we might encounter, and how can we mitigate against them. In this way, you're helping your team to be proactive, and you're also helping them see what it looks like to work more strategically and more proactively. I hope this learning snack was helpful to you. And if you try a pre-mortem with your team, let me know how it goes.